Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing one of my first official makeup tutorial videos. I'm going to be basing it off this picture of Cara Delevingne. Basically, it's just a blue eyeliner with a bold lip, perfect for springtime, so I thought I would try to achieve it. Not really sure how it's going to turn out, but let's hope for the best. So to start out, I've actually already got my foundation and eyebrows on because I went out earlier today and I just wanted those done for when I was out in public. So I'm starting off with that as a base. For my foundation, I use this L'Oreal True Match Mineral Makeup, and it's a powder foundation, which is good for springtime because I tend to get really oily in the springtime. So I'm just going to actually touch up a little bit with this. I'm just using the brush that comes with it and swirling it around. Now I'm going to go in with some concealer. This is the Maybelline New York Fit Me Concealer, and mine is in the shade 15 Fair, which I think is the lightest shade they have. And I'm just going to highlight my face with this more than conceal my blemishes. So I'm going to smile and kind of see where my natural cheekbones would be, which is where I want to highlight. Also, I'm going to do up on my forehead, a little bit down my nose, and on my chin. And to blend that out, I'm just going to be using my finger. I'm also going to rub this up on my eyelids just to kind of use it as a primer and conceal my veins. So I'm going to start off with eyeshadow, and the look in this photo is actually pretty simple. It just looks like she's got a very pearly white lid and inner corner, and then her crease is just defined with a brown. So it's really just going to be 2 or 3 shades that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to start off with that lightest shade that she has on the inner corner, and this is a Bare Minerals eye color in Soul, and it's a bright yellow color, and it's actually a loose powder. So be careful using these. And I'm just going to take that on brushes. This is a Sigma eye shading brush. So I'm just going to pick up a little of this and put it all on my inner corner and around my tear duct, and then kind of work it onto my lid. I'm going to be packing on this color instead of swiping, just so I get a really strong pigment. So for the crease, before I actually go in with my darkest shade, I'm going to take Liar from the Naked 3 palette, which is right here. And I'm just taking this on a medium angled shading brush by Sigma. And I'm going to lightly put this into my crease just as a transition shade, which will make blending out the darker color a lot easier. So I'm going to focus this on the outer corner of my eye. And with this, I'm going to do more swiping motions. And then bring it up in my crease a little bit. Then I'm going to tilt my head down so I can kind of see how my eyelid's going to lay naturally. And I'm really going to sculpt out that brow bone. And using a lighter shade like this makes it a lot easier to outline where you're going to want that darker shade to go, and as well as making it easy to blend out that shade later on. So now that I'm done with that outline, I'm going to be going in with my darker shade, and I'm going to use Mugshot, which is right here in the Naked 3 palette. My #1 recommendation would be use less and build up, because it's always possible to add more, but it's really hard to take away. So I'm just picking up a very small amount, and I'm going to be using the same brush as before, this medium angled shading brush, and I'm just going to start working this into my crease. I'm actually not liking how pink this is, so I'm going to go in with a little more bronzy color. This is Factory in the Naked 3 palette. It's just a little more bronzy as it is in the picture. And I'm going to build this on top. Now to get rid of these harsh lines around the edge, I'm just going to go in with a tapered blending brush and blend everything out. And I'm going to work more on swiping it inward than blending it upward, because I want to keep that brow bone as clean as possible. And you can see already that blending this out makes a huge difference between this eye and this eye. Not sure if I said this before, but I'm using a clean brush because we don't want to add any more product. We just want to blend out what we already have. For my brow bone, I'm going to go back in with this Soul Color by Bare Minerals. I'm just going to swipe this on to define that a little more. Whoa. This is super pigmented. And I'm going to go back into my inner corner and pack this on a little bit more just to define that, since it got blended out a little bit. So now I'm going to move on to the blue eyeliner she has on the bottom. I'm trying to decide between two different colors. So in this really random palette by Sugar Baby, I've got this teal color, which matches pretty closely. I don't have an eyeliner in this color, so I'm going to try to use this first. And if this doesn't work, then I'm going to switch to a blue eyeliner that I have that is a little more blue than teal. So yeah, I'm just picking this teal color up on a small angled brush. I'm going to run this on my bottom waterline. So I'm going to put this color below my lash line on the outside of my eye. And then I'm going to try to put it on my waterline going all the way in. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do this. So again, lash line on the outside. And we're going to stop about halfway in. And do the waterline all the way through. So now I'm going to do some black eyeliner on the top, and I'm just going to do a very thin line to kind of thicken our lash line and also create a little more shape to the eye. I'm going to stay very close to the lash line, just do a thin line. Of course I say it's going to be thin, and then I'm going to have to make it thicker because they're not going to be even. Yeah, so I'm just going to put some mascara on my eyes. If you wanted to, you could do false lashes. I would go for something really wispy. For mascara, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Voluminous Original. And this is actually in brown. I recommend using black, but my black dried out. I have to get more. I wouldn't recommend this if you have to curl your lashes. It doesn't hold the lashes very well. But if you already have curly lashes, highly recommend. It's really good for length, and it does not make your lashes stiff. And for bottom lashes, I'm going to do a very small amount because we don't want to cover up that blue. So I'm going to move on to the face now, and I'm going to warm up my face. I'm not going to really worry about contouring. While Cara does have amazing cheekbones, her skin is more like glowing than it is contoured. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of color with NARS Laguna right under my cheekbones. I'm not gonna worry about making this sharp. Just gonna kind of in a circular motion put this color in. We're gonna blend this into our blush later to make it even more subtle. Bronze the rest of my face, like my temples and my chin. A little bit down my nose. I'm going to take that same brush, this large angled, and pick up Orgasm by NARS. This on my cheek. So my camera just cut off, but I just used MAC's Soft and Gentle to highlight. So pretty. So I filled in my brows earlier. They are a little bolder than I would do them naturally just because Cara is known for her eyebrows. And for that I just used a shade from the Maybelline The Nudes palette, which I use all the time. So now moving on to the lips, and I'm super excited about this because I just picked up this color today. The color Cara's wearing is a little more orange and it's matte, compared to this one. This is MAC's Impassioned, and it is a amplified. It's a very bright pink, little coral, but definitely not as coral as Cara's. Yeah, I'm super excited to try this out, so let's see how this goes. Don't even know where to start, I'm so excited. So I'm actually going to curl my hair to kind of make it a little more presentable rather than this mess, and I will be back. So this is the finished look. I just added some messy waves to give it a little more flirtation. I'm actually very happy with how it turned out. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If there's any other look you want me to kind of create something inspired by, just leave a comment down below and I will be happy to do that. As always, subscribe for more of me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. And her crease is a little more defined with like a brown kind of, and then her crease is defined with just like a brown color. So the eyeshadow, so I'm going to start off with eyeshadow, and I'm going to be doing more, and I'm going to do packing motions more than, and I'm going to be doing more packing, and I'm going to be packing on this color.